If you read the blog this week, it's about birds. And some of you may think, what in the world does birds have to do with education or helping teachers or helping students? There are two types of birds that I wanted to focus on this week, and that's a hummingbird and a vulture. And I usually ask my son, when he's getting an attitude, a lot of times I say, are you being a hummingbird today or are you being a vulture? And the point of that is because, there are many different types of landscapes all across our great land. And birds, hummingbirds and vultures fly over those landscapes, and they see the same identical thing. They see the same plants, they see the same animals, they see the same landscapes. But they have their sights very set on what they want to see and what they want to get out. And we know that vultures want to seek out the dead things. They want to seek out the things that are rotten, that are smelling bad, that are, deceased. And hummingbirds have their sights on the sweet things of life, the things that smell good, things that are sweet, that look good. And so we have to think about what we're seeking out in life. Just like the vultures seek out the dead things and the hummingbirds seek out the sweet things, we need to ask ourselves, as teachers and as parents, as educators, what are we seeking out? Are we being the vulture? Are we being the hummingbird? And I titled the title of the blog, Our Students Need More Hummingbirds This Year. And I think now more than ever in our society that our students need hummingbirds in our school. And I can just tell you, as an educator, it's very easy to get sucked into a vulture mentality when you're in schools. Teaching is hard. It's challenging. Every day is challenging. But I just challenge you this year, as teachers are going back to school, it's August, you're getting prepared for your classroom, have a hummingbird mentality. Look for the positive when you go back to your school. Think about what are going to be the good things in your students this year. What are going to be the good things about your administration? What are going to be the good things about your parents, right? And just continually seek out those positive things. I know that sometimes I would get my class list and I would say, this child was in ISS or OSS every year last year. I already had a vulture mentality about that child. And that wasn't right. That wasn't fair to that child. And we need to give every child a fair chance and adopt a hummingbird mentality. Look for the sweet things. Look for the good things. When you have that staff meeting at the very beginning of the year and you think that it's going to take up your whole day and you ain't going to get any time in your classroom planning and decorating your class, which is what teachers really want to do, have a hummingbird mentality about it. Know that there is something purposeful about that staff meeting, that you need to be there. When you have that parent that you just don't know what to do with, try to find the positive in that parent. And it's going to take teachers holding each other accountable and holding each other to that positive mentality about our students every day. You have to have that attitude about each other every day. You have to encourage each other, love each other, and support each other. And it's not just in education, it's in every workplace. We have to see the good in every person. So I know it's hard, and a lot of times we tend to go to the negative, but check yourself. I have to do it all the time too, even as a parent. Am I being a hummingbird today, or am I being a vulture today? And I would just say that, like I said, our kids and our schools have a lot of vultures out there. Not as teachers, but in society. So as teachers, we have to be the hummingbirds for them. And teaching is challenging, but whenever you do get frustrated, whenever you do have moments where your feelings are hurt by a child or you're angry, I would just challenge you today to think, you can't decide on your feelings. We know that, you're going to get hurt sometimes, you're going to get angry, but you can decide on what you're going to focus on. You can choose to focus on that feeling of anger or that feeling of hurt from a colleague, from a parent, from a teacher, or you can choose to focus on the good, focus on the positive. So that's what the blog was about. Our kids need more hummingbirds this year. I'm going to be posting some strategies in the blog to help you stay to be a hummingbird this year. And even if you're a parent, if you're working in any industry, everybody needs more hummingbirds in their life. Everybody needs people to see the good in them, to seek out the sweet things, and not naturally gravitate to the negative. So go on bringinglearningtolife.com if you want to check out the blog if you haven't read it, or go to the Facebook page, Bringing Learning to Life. If you have any comments or questions or ways that I can help support you, please let me know this year, because this is really my calling. I always say I went into teaching because it was what God would have me do, and now I've been out of the classroom for about 4 years, and I've really been struggling with, why did God call me out of the classroom? I can't figure it out. But now I think that I finally figured it out, that God has called me to help teachers. And that's why I'm starting the blog. I'm up here, I'm writing, helping teachers, helping them plan. And I feel like when you're helping more teachers, you're helping more students. And when you're encouraging teachers, you're helping more students. And, you know, that's what I'm called to do right now. And it's emotional because it's not me. Blogging is not me. Facebook Live is not me. I don't even know how to do this. You guys are commenting, and I can't even figure it out. So I'm going to have to get better at Facebook Live. If somebody can help me out with that, that would be great. But it is, it's what I feel like that is my purpose right now. So thank you for joining. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Hope you have a good night. Bye, guys.